The excitement for the grand consecration ceremony can be felt not just across India but also around the world.
Well, it's everywhere. All over the world we can hear chants of Jai Shri Ram. Of course, the Indian diaspora expressed enthusiasm with festivities planned at 250 locations worldwide. Indian Americans are gearing up to celebrate the consecration ceremony, with thousands of them likely to attend a series of events throughout the United States. Sweets were distributed by overseas friends of Shri Ram Mandir at Times Square, and our correspondent Susan Tehrani, present at Times Square, spoke with a few devotees there.
US, there are a lot of programs going on today and last 1 week, because there were like car rallies, bhajans and gatherings, and a lot of events going on from coast to coast, from Maine to California, and from into Detroit to Dallas. So that's in the US we are part of the whole celebration what's happening in India. So we are very excited, we are very happy that it has been happening after 500 years, and we look forward to visiting Ayodhya in coming years.
In New Jersey, Om Shri Sai Balaji Temple and Cultural Center received Lord Hanuman's 25 feet single stone idol.
In London, prayers and celebrations were organized at the Brahm Rishi Mission Ashram ahead of the consecration ceremony at the Sri Ram Temple in Ayodhya.
These are the live shots that we're getting from the Ram Temple in Ayodhya. As you can see, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is at the Ram Temple in Ayodhya, and this for the much awaited Pran Pratishtha ceremony that's set to start in just about 15 minutes from now. The Mool Muhurat is 12:29. The rituals will begin at 12:20. This is the Abhijit Muhurat that is considered particularly auspicious. That is Prime Minister Narendra Modi, as you can see at the Ram Temple which is decked up in festive colors. You can see the flowers and the people waiting there. The consecration ceremony, it's seen about 7,000 people, 7,000 guests in attendance from all walks of life. And there you have Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And he will remain in the city for over 5 hours to be the main Yajman at the Pran Pratishtha ceremony. It's interesting to note that the Mool Muhurat, which starts from about 12:29, that's a window of just about 84 seconds, and that's when the final ritual of the Pran Pratishtha is to be conducted. Post which there will be a public address as well. That will be around 1:15 p.m.
The Prime Minister's security waits behind while the Prime Minister walks towards the inner sanctorum of the temple. He's of course walking in. This time he's wearing a dhoti, and of course he's ready for the consecration ceremony, which is scheduled 15 minutes from now. It is about 12:07, so that makes it about 13 minutes. The timing is crucial here, which is why we're marking it 12:29. Between 12:29 and 12:30 will be the exact time when the consecration ceremony is done, and the rituals will begin at 12:20 a.m. sharp. This is the time which has been decided, and the PM is very much there in person for the conclusion of the ceremony. Of course, we are getting visuals from inside the temple as well. As the Prime Minister enters, entire temple is decked up with flowers. We see beautiful yellow, pink, white, green flowers all over here, and of course there looks absolutely festive, and celebrations are in full swing outside as well.
Of course, this is just a few minutes ahead of the Pran Pratishtha ceremony. Let's just also talk a little bit, Shivan, about the Pran Pratishtha ceremony and its significance. Now, the term Pran, that signifies life, while Pratishtha, that translates to establishment. So, essentially, this means establishment of the life force. It's a sacred consecration ritual that breathes life into an idol, transforming it into a divine entity. That's the purpose of the Pran Pratishtha.
And Dr. Frawley, we were speaking with him earlier, and he mentioned how that ceremony and the Pran Pratishtha consecration ceremony will bring the entire temple alive.
Right.
Essentially, that's the life force which is requested to enter the idol, making it a deity, and that is essentially what the ceremony is all about. We see the Prime Minister now making his way inside.
And it's almost as though your wish has been granted, Shivan. We're once
mentioned
again
him and we're
right,
with him
and
again.
once again we'll be joined by Dr. David Frawley, Vedacharya, also known as Pandit Vamadeva Shastri. Sir, thank you so much for joining us. It was an enlightening conversation with you in the morning as well. And now here we are, a few minutes before the Pran Pratishtha ceremony. In fact, we were just attempting to tell our viewers what the significance and the importance of this ceremony is. Now that you're with us, I'm sure you could help us.
Well, this is the Pran Pratishtha, the greatest there was, I would say, because it's not just an ordinary one. It's the Ram Temple in Ayodhya. It's the great avatar of Dharma who is coming in. It's awakening. It's in the oldest city in India, the most sacred site in India. So this is a Prana Pratishtha that's happening at a celestial, a planetary, and a cosmic level. It is just unbelievable that this is happening, that we can be part of it, and that anybody who connects with it must feel that grace and that power. It is the marking, you might say, of a new potential age for humanity, age of consciousness, age of Dharma, age of yoga. We have our technology, it's all very great, but if we don't have the devotion, the meditation, the consciousness, then it's not going to work. So this is a message to all humanity, how to awaken in our higher self so that we can all move forward together beyond all divisions and conflict, having a unitary prana that unites the life of us together, all living beings together.
Dr. Frawley, now the Prime Minister had begun his fasting on the 12th of January. It's been nearly 10 days. He's been sleeping on the floor, consuming only coconut water. Talk to us about why these practices are also important. Is this a purification process leading up to the consecration ceremony? If you can explain that further.
Yes, it is a purification practice. It is also a tapas. He is carrying and developing this higher Agni, this deeper fire of awareness. In fact, I have to say, I just wrote something about that, but I have to say that here as well. You cannot find another leader in the world with that amount of dedication, service, self-discipline, humility, self-sacrifice, offering what he is doing. He is the greatest sevak, he is the greatest sadhak, and he is doing this not only for the benefit of Bharat, but for the benefit of everyone, because Sri Ram is for all. So he has undergone this tapas for the benefit of all these factors, and I don't think there's been any Indian Prime Minister that's attempted this, and he is doing it with such singular dedication. He wants this done right for the benefit of all, and he's willing to sacrifice everything he is doing for that.
Right.
Tremendous focus. So we must feel honored for his action, and it is a great boon to have such a leader for the country today, particularly in the world today where leadership seems to be hardly found.
Absolutely, sir. You're right. Prime Minister Modi had adopted a strict regime ahead of the consecration for about 11 days for this holy occasion. I also wanted to understand from you, sir, we've been seeing this entire week leading up to the consecration. We've seen a lot of festivities. We've also seen Prime Minister Narendra Modi visit several temples across the nation. What can you tell us of the significance of this?
Narendra Modi wants to bring all the energy of all the temples in India to Ayodhya. And then all that energy of Ayodhya can go back to all the temples of India, awakening and uniting all the temples, all their powers, their Shakti, their devatas. So it's not just an awakening in Ayodhya of the Ram Mandir, it is awakening in the consciousness of India, all the temples, all the devatas, reconcentrating and reconsecrating India as a sacred land, India as a land of higher consciousness for the benefit of all.
All right, now also just bringing you the visuals that are coming in live from
Those
Ayodhya.
are the RSS chief, Mohan Bhagwat, sitting right next to
absolutely.
the Indian Prime Minister. And while hymns are being chanted at the back, there are pundits who are sitting at the back.
Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram